Hello students, welcome to my online classes. Today we are going to discuss the poem A Tiger in the Zoo, that is composed by Leslie Norris. The poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. Read the poem silently once and say which stanzas speak about the tiger in the zoo and which ones speak about the tiger in the jungle. Okay, you just try to understand. This is the introduction part of the poem where we come to know this poem contrast between the same tiger who just used to live in different scenario, different circumstances. The first is tiger in the zoo and the second is tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle. Natural habitat, what does it mean? The natural habitat of the tiger is jungle, not a cage, not a means not a zoo. Okay, so here we find the difference between the tiger in the forest and the tiger in the zoo, the difference of their lifestyle, their understanding. Okay, so in this poem different stanzas denote about the different circumstances of the tiger. Okay, so let's start the poem. The first stanza is here. He stalks in his vivid strips. Definitely he is used for tiger, but you have to write which tiger, tiger in the zoo or tiger in the forest. Let's find. He stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his case on pads of velvet quiet in its quiet race. Okay, he stalks. What is the meaning of stalks? Movement, slow movement. Okay, slow movement of the tiger in his vivid strips means the colorful strips we find in the body of tiger, in the body of tiger, which look very attractive. Okay, so the physical appearance of the tiger is been discussed in the first stanza. He walked only few steps of his case. So we come to know the first stanza described the tiger in the forest, sorry, tiger in the zoo. The few steps of his case, because he was caged there, so he just not having any option to walk further, to walk further. So on pads of velvet quiet, what does it means? The soft sole of the tiger, soft sole of the tiger on pads of velvet quiet means he just walked on his soft sole, that is the velvet quiet in his quiet phrase, in his quiet phrase. Here raise is used for the anger, quiet phrase. He is not expressing his anger here. The tiger is not expressing anger here. He was just silent in the tiger, in the atmosphere of the zoo, because he was caged. In short, we can say he was not free there. Okay, understood? In the first stanza we find a tiger who was caged in the zoo. He was very limited and walked only few steps of his cage. On the pads there is a soft sole and he was very quiet, means not expressing his anger. Okay, the second stanza, he should be lurking in shadow. He should be lurking in shadow. Lurking means what? Hiding in shadow. In some parts there is a sliding, slow movement, sliding through long grass, striding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. The second stanza is about the tiger in the forest who just lurking himself in the shadow. What is the need of hiding himself in shadow? Because he wants to hunt the plump deer. Okay, he just slide himself through the long grass. Means because without making any sound, he just try to slide himself. Okay, just try to make a few steps only, slowly. Okay, because he wants to hunt. Hunt is the essential nature of tiger who lives in the forest, not in the zoo. Near the water hole, very important, water hole used for the pond in the jungle or any river or any source of water in the jungle where plump deer pass. Here plump means fat, deer pass. Definitely water is very essential. Okay, and tiger knows this fact. One came here to in the search of water. At that time I just try to attack on it and hunt it. Okay, so this type of question come in second stanza. We There is a description about the tiger in the forest who just lurk in shadow because of hunting. Slide through long grasses means without making sound, he just slide through long grasses is there. Near the water hole means near the pond, he just try to find his hunt. Okay, understood. He should be snarling around houses. He should be snarling around houses. Snarling means producing sound which create anger, which create anger at the jungle's edge. At the jungle's edge, bearing his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. He should be snarling. Again, there is a description about the tiger in the forest who snarled around houses. Which houses? That is in the situated in the jungle's edge. Those houses which were near the jungle, okay, they just got fear due to the sound of tiger snarling, producing the sound of anger sound of the tiger. Okay, so bearing his white fangs, his claws, due to his white fangs and his claws, that is able, this appearance can terrorize anyone. The village which is situated near the jungle, in the edge of the jungle, the villages are definitely, and the village also definitely in fear of the tiger. Okay, now next there is a movement, but he is locked in a concrete cell. There is a description about the tiger in the zoo, but he is locked in a concrete cell. Definitely in the zoo the tiger was locked. Concrete cell means a special type of sophisticated building. His strength, no doubt, the same animal here, he also have the ability strength, but his strength is bounded behind the bars. Bars, that is the boundary part of the cage. Okay, stalking the length of his cage. He can't do anything. He just limit himself in that sophisticated case. Here he just ignore the visitors. Who is the visitors? Zoo, the place where the people used to go to watch the animals. But these visitors were ignored by the tiger in the zoo. What is the reason? Because he know very well that there is no use to express his anger. Because that is the matter of fun. Because that is the matter of fun. Why this happened? Because he was caged. He was not independent. Okay, he was not independent. He is not free. Okay. Last stanza, he hears the last voice at night. Again, there is a description about the tiger in the zoo. he hears the last voice at night. Means he just heard the last voice at night. The patrolling cars. Means he is completely different from the tiger in the forest. He just heard the last voice at the night, that is of patrolling cars, which used to watch to inspect the juice. And cars is coming. There is no work for the tiger in the zoo. He just not able, or he can't hunt. He can't means stalks further. And the patrolling cars only he heard at the last. And steers at night, he just steers. What is the meaning of steers? Looking intently. Okay, ध्यान पूर्वक देखना. With his brilliant eyes, no doubt that means physical appearance, the eyes of the tiger is very brilliant. Okay, he just watch with those brilliant eyes to the brilliant stars. Okay, means he was helpless. He was completely helpless. The agony of a caged tiger has been revealed in this particular poem. Okay, let's. Norris described the circumstances of tiger in the zoo. The same animal who lives in the forest is quite different when he was caged. So the difference between the caged tiger and a free tiger has been revealed in this particular poem. Okay, one by one there is a contrast has been showed in the poem, how they both are different. So the value of freedom is also the main theme of this particular poem. Okay, main theme of this particular poem. You can understand very well the tiger who is caged. The tiger who is caged is not having that type of freedom which a tiger in the forest have. By this poem, the poet tried to give the message that it is not fair to curtail the freedom of tiger by caging him in the zoo, because tiger or any other animal were born to live in his natural surroundings, not in a cage. Tiger is not that type of animal which can be caged. By caging the tiger in the zoo, we can limiting the ability of the tiger. Tiger in the zoo can't able to show his strength, although he has the strength, but he did not show it. He could not show it because he knew very well that there is no use to express my race in front of the visitors. So that is the reason. Okay, means curtailing the freedom of the tiger is not fair at all. This is the means central point which discuss in this particular. Okay, टाइगर इन द जू, ये जो पोयम है वो नॉरिस के द्वारा लिखा गया है. इस पर्टिकुलर पोयम में एक सर्कमस्टेंसेस के अकॉर्डिंग सेम एनिमल को डाइवर्स्ड किया गया है, कॉन्ट्रास्ट किया गया है. वी कैन से सर्कमस्टेंसेस मैटर्स मोर. ठीक है, परिस्थितियां आदमी को कुछ भी बना सकता है. ये उनकी सर्कमस्टेंसेस के कारण इसमें कॉन्ट्रास्ट किया गया है. ओके, पहले वो बताता है कि एक तरफ तो टाइगर इन द जू है जो कि मतलब बहुत ही लिमिटेड एरिया में स्टॉक्स कर सकता है, घूम सकता है, कहीं और नहीं जा सकता है. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ टाइगर इन द जंगल है जो कि हंट कर सकता है, जो कि अपने आप को हाइड कर सकता है, और मतलब देयर इज ए नो लिमिटेशन. उसके एबिलिटी के कारण और उसके अपीयरेंस के कारण जो जो लोग हैं जो उसके संपर्क में आते हैं वो उससे डरते हैं, ठीक है। लेकिन इसके विपरीत जो टाइगर फॉरेस्ट में है, सॉरी, जो टाइगर जू में है, वो अपनी स्ट्रेंथ, अपनी एबिलिटी को उस सोफिस्टिकेटेड रूम में, उस लिमिटेड पार्ट में लिमिट करके रखा है, और वो इग्नोर करता है विजिटर्स को, टेरराइज नहीं करता है, बिकॉज ही न्यू वेरी वेल ही वॉज नॉट फ्री। सो वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रीडम इन दिस पर्टिकुलर, ओके। और लास्ट पैराग्राफ में वो कहा कि लास्ट स्टेंजा में, ही इज द लास्ट वॉइस एट नाइट, मीन्स देर इज नो वर्क फॉर द टाइगर इन द फॉरेस्ट, ही वॉज very very helpless, very very helpless, because he heard only one sound at the night. Tiger in the forest can heard many sound in the night, but he just heard only the patrolling cars, जो कार्स उसको पेट्रोल करने के लिए, देख रेख करने के लिए आते हैं। देर इज नो वर्क फॉर हिम, ही जस्ट स्टीयर्स, ध्यानपूर्वक किसको देखता है, ब्रिलियंट स्टार्स को। दैट इज ऑल्सो द वर्क ऑफ गॉड। सो I hope you understand the poem very well. Okay, Tiger in the Zoo with certain message and theme of freedom, and this is not fear to curtail the freedom of the tiger, because tiger is made to live in forest, not to made to live in means zoo. This is the view of poem. Sorry, this is the view of poet. He tries to explore कि whatever we are doing as a human being, we are caging the tiger, that is not fair at all. So this is the theme, this is the love he just paid through this particular poem. I hope you understand the poem very well, and for understanding it, just wait for the next. Okay, if you have any problem, you can ask. The poem has also discussed in the online class, okay, live class, and here you understand. If you have any problem, then you ask me from very soon. Okay, thank you.